Hello mini yogis, welcome back. Namaste. Hope you're all feeling well today. Today we are going to be practicing all our warriors. So we're going to feel strong and powerful in our yoga practice today. So let's start in our neat and tidy pose. So finding your way to your cross-legged position, maybe with your hands on your knees. And remember, you need to sit up really nice and tall with a nice straight back. And if it helps, you can draw your chin towards your chest just slightly to help to elongate, to feel that special extra length in the back of your spine. Do you feel that? Good. Okay. And when you're ready, you're going to bring your hands to your heart center. And we're going to say the special magic yogi word, Namaste. Namaste, 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 Namaste. If you're practicing next to anyone, then say Namaste to them and to yourself. Lovely. Now, I would like you to extend your legs. I'm going to do it sideways. Extend your legs, extend your arms, and start wiggling your fingers, maybe shaking out your arms, shaking out your arms, shaking out your legs, shaking out your legs, shake out the whole of your body, getting rid of any worries. And maybe we can start tapping our legs like this, all the way to our toes, up our legs, up our bellies, to our chests, maybe making an O, down our backs, all the way down one arm, and over to the other arm, and up to our heads. Tap our heads slightly, and our faces, our foreheads, our cheeks. Oh, nice and gently. And back down all the way to our toes. Nice. And we can just let it all go, let it all go. Come back to your seated position. And we're gonna take one nice deep breath in together, in through our noses, and we're going to come out to a sound of okay, you ready? So now we've shaped out our body, we've got rid of all our worries and our upsets, and we're going to take one deep breath in together. Ready, all of us? And let it go. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Nice, everyone. I hope you are feeling nice and energized and ready to practice our special brave yoga session. So now we are going to come to standing. Find your way to your mountain pose. Now in our mountain pose, it's really important that we stand with our toes together. Maybe we can lift our toes, spread them as wide as they can go, and place them back down. Very nice. And we can maybe take our heels slightly apart, and we can bring our hands alongside our body. Roll the shoulders away from the ears. Nice. And make sure that you're not standing with your belly out and your bottom out. You want to be nice and sucked in like this. Okay? Nice. And you want to lift your knees, lift your legs. Engage all of your body here so you're standing really, really nice and tall. And close your eyes here just for a moment. Allow those eyes to close. Lovely. Does this feel any different to having your eyes open? Maybe you can think about that for a moment, or discuss with someone if you're next to somebody. But where we are, standing tall, standing strong, imagine yourself as this mountain. Where are you in the world? Are you a snowy mountain? Are you a mountain covered in forest and trees, or animals, or meadows? Are you poking out from the top of the clouds in your mountain pose? Just really visualize where you are, and visualize yourself as this strong, tall mountain, which is not going to be moved or worried by anything that passes by. Lovely. Taking one more breath here. We're going to be breathing in through our nose and out through our nose now. making sure that we're filling our belly full of air, breathing in, breathing out of our nose. Lovely. Now flicker open the eyes, and we're going to come to our sun salutations. So standing tall in our mountain pose, as we just did. When we take our next breath in, we're going to reach our arms over our head, and we're going to say, hello sun, hello sun. And as we breathe out, bend our knees, bring our hands down to the earth, and we'll pat the earth and say, hello earth. Thank you for supporting us again today, earth. And now we're going to take one step back into our plank pose, and the other step back into our plank pose, feeling really, really, really nice and strong here. And then lower our knees down and all of our body down to the earth. Now we're going to snake our way up into our baby cobra. Shoulders away from the ears, chest is nice and open. Breathing out down to the ground as we hiss down. Now we're tucking our toes, pushing ourselves up into all fours and then into our downward facing dog. Lovely, everyone. Maybe you can pedal out your heels. Maybe you can pedal one heel and pedal the other heel and pedal one side and pedal the other side. Nice. Very good, everyone. And coming back to your still downward facing dog. Looking in between your hands and jumping your feet to meet your hands in your front pose. Breathing out, nice bend in the knees as we bring our hands down to the earth and we say, hello earth, thank you earth. Then on our next breath in, reaching our arms over our head and saying, hello sun, hello sun. Bring your hands together to your heart center. Lovely. Shall we do that one more time? Yeah? Okay, good. Now that you know what to expect, toes together, heels slightly apart, breathe in, reach your arms over your head and say hello to a planet this time. Which planet? I'm going to say hello to Mars. Hello Mars. Hello Mars. Hands together as we bend, fold forward, bring our hands to the earth. This time you're going to say hello to what's on the opposite side of the earth. I'm going to say hello Australia. Hello. Bring your hands down, step your right foot back. How far can you step it back in one big stride? Step your other foot back. Very nice, staying strong and sturdy and brave in your plank pose here. Should we stay for an extra breath? And lower down all the way to the earth. Well done, everybody. On your next breath in, you're going to snake your way up into your baby cobra. And snake all the way back down to the earth. Tuck your toes, bring yourself up into all fours and into downward facing dog. Lovely. And just do whatever movement feels nice in this downward facing dog. That might be bringing your hips down to one side, over to the other, bring one leg into the air and wagging your tail. Whatever that might be, maybe just shaking it out, being a bit of a disco dog. Having a bit of a dance, letting out any worries. Doing what feels really, really good. Nice. And then looking in between your hands, we're going to jump our feet to our hands like a frog. And then we're going to fold our way forward into our forward fold. Nice. And then as we breathe in, reach our arms over our head and hands back through to heart center. Lovely. Now we are going to try a breathing technique. So we're going to step our feet nice and wide. Toes pointing out, heels are in. Now keeping our legs nice and straight. As we breathe in, we're going to reach our arms over our head. And as we breathe out, we're going to come into our lion's breath, our really strong, brave lion's breath. So as we breathe in, reach our arms over your head. And as you breathe out, you're going to show me your claws, show me your lion's face, and you're going to stick your tongue out like this. Okay, so we're going to do that 3 times together. So ready, breathing in, straightening the arms, straightening the legs. Breathing out. Breathing in, really good everyone. Arms over your head. Breathing out, let it all go. One more time, breathing in. And breathing out, let it go. Nice, and slowly bringing yourself back up to stand and pigeon toe the feet in together. Lovely. And we will shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Oh, feeling like really releasing any pent-up feeling, worry or stress. We're just letting it go today. Well done, you. So we're going to do our little warrior sequence because today we are choosing to be warriors. Strong, powerful, and sturdy warriors. So what we're going to do is stand at the top of our mats. We're going to take a nice step back with our right foot. And we're going to take a nice bend in our front leg here. And make sure that your back toes are pointing inwards like mine are. So imagine you have some headlights on your hips. They're going to be facing towards your bent leg at the front. And you're going to breathe in and bring your arms over your head. And you're going to feel strong in your warrior 1 pose. Do you feel strong and mighty in your warrior 1 pose? On your next breath in, reach up. And in your next breath out, you're going to open your arms into your warrior pose. Nice. Breathing in. Show me your warrior arms. Nice. One more time. Breathing in. Breathing out. Warrior arms. Nice. I feel this sense of strong, powerful young yogis around me. Now we're going to open our back foot out. Bring our arms out nice and long. And now we're in our warrior 2 pose. So in our warrior 2, it's really important that we don't stick our bottoms out. Imagine you are a piece of bread in a toaster. So you want to be as thin as you possibly can make yourself. So you're slot into the toaster just like that. And that's not going to work if you have your bottom sticking out like this. You've got to tuck your bottom in. And your arms nice and long. Maybe roll your shoulders away from your ears. Lovely. And maybe you can start bending and straightening your front leg a little bit in your warrior 2 pose. Nice. Lovely. Well done. Now we're going to straighten that leg. Now what we're going to do is walk our feet in slightly. We're going to lower our arms down and we're going to go into our warrior 3 pose. So we're going to take all of our weight on our left leg and we're going to bring our right leg up towards the sky and bring our body into a sort of T shape. Lovely, into our warrior 3 pose, our aeroplane pose. Maybe you can start making some aeroplane noises. Balancing nice and strong, being brave and bold in our aeroplane pose. Nice. And then you're going to slowly come into land, so placing those back toes down as quietly as you can on the runway. Nice. Back into our warrior 2 pose. And we're going to flip our front hand, reach it forward, and then bring that arm up and over into our peaceful warrior. Lovely. Can you feel that nice stretch in the side of your body? Very nice, everyone. And we'll take one more breath here in our peaceful warrior. And come back to our warrior 2. Straighten that leg. And we're going to slowly walk our feet back in together. We'll do the same on the other side. So starting with your other leg this time. You're going to step your left foot back. Right leg is nice and strong here in our warrior one pose. So remember those headlights on your hips. You want to be facing your headlights towards your bent leg here. So can you feel those muscles switch on? Yes, I can feel it too. So your back toes are facing slightly inwards. Reach your arms up and over your head, feeling strong in your warrior one on the other side. Lovely. Then breathing in, reaching up nice and tall. Breathing out, show me your warrior arms. Nice, let's do it 2 more times. Breathing in, reaching your arms up. Breathing out. Nice, feeling strong. Breathing in 1 more time. Breathing out. Nice. And bring your arms back up into your warrior one. Then you're going to open your arms out. Back foot opens up to the side. Did you notice the difference now? Open your arms nice and wide. Remember, imagine yourself as that piece of bread in the toaster. You want to be tucking your bum under, so you're nice and as thin as can be. Arms out nice and wide. Maybe you can take some shoulder rolls this time to really make sure that the shoulders aren't up by your ears like this, but they're nicely away from your ears. Good. Now staying here in your warrior two, feeling strong. Those legs are really switched on here. Maybe you can start bending and straightening your front leg. Nice. Really nice. Bringing some movement into your practice today. Well done. And then when you're ready, straightening your leg, walking your feet in together a little bit. Bring your arms down. Then you're going to bring all of your weight into your right leg. And slowly, 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 you're going to lift off into the sky. We're going flying in our warrior three, our aeroplane pose on the other leg. So feeling nice and strong in your standing leg. Back toes pointing down, left hip is down too. And maybe you can start making some aeroplane noises. Lovely. Remembering to breathe nice and deeply here. And then slowly, slowly, as quietly as can be, maybe even quieter than last time, you're slowly going to come into land on your back toes. Wow. It's like no one's even landed. Lovely. Open your legs out again into your warrior two. Flipping your front palm, reaching towards me. And then bringing that arm up and over the ear into your peaceful warrior. Lovely. You can imagine breathing all the fresh breath into your right side of your body this time. It feels so good and nourishing. We'll take one more breath here together. Nice deep breaths into the belly, into the nose. And out. Into our warrior two. Now we're going to let it go. Bring the feet in and slowly, slowly, slowly walk those feet back in together. Lovely. All right, now we're going to come down to the mat. So let's come down through our half sun salutation like we did at the start of the practice. So standing up nice and tall, breathing in, maybe taking a nice little bend in your knees this time as you bring your arms over your head. And say hello to whatever there is up in the sky. Hello, birds. And breathe out, hands to the ground. Pat the ground, say thank you, earth, thank you, earth. And then we're slowly going to bring our bums down. And we're going to sit back on our bottoms. Lovely. Now we're going to come into boat pose. We're going to make this a challenging boat pose because we're being bold, we're being brave today. So our boat pose looks a little like this. We're going to bring our hands to the backs of our knees. Make sure that our back is nice and straight, our spine is nice and long, and our chest is open to the world. Then we're going to lift one foot up, lift the other foot. Oh. And maybe this is about as far as we want to go today, which is absolutely fine. But maybe you want to go a little bit further and you can release your arms either side of your body like this. Oh. And if you want to, you can go even further and you can straighten your legs. But if when you do this, your back curves like this, then you need to just come back to the previous variation. Lovely. Breathing here, looking towards your big toes here. Nice, feeling strong, feeling powerful. And maybe we can lower ourselves down and come back up. Should we do that one more time? Lower ourselves down and come back up. And then final time. Lower all the way down, all the way down, all the way down. Now we're going to move into a supported shoulder stand because it's really important for us to take the weight off our feet. So you can do this either just on your mat or the carpet or wherever you're practicing, or you can take a blanket, or if you have props at home, you could take a yoga block and put it underneath the very base of your spine. Now maybe you might want somebody to help you with this, so maybe you could pause the video and you could get somebody to help you. But if you're doing it on your own, you can just lower yourself all the way down to the mat. And you can do this, all we're going to do is lift our legs away from the earth like this. And our hands are going to be facing towards the sky. Now it is good to raise yourself a little bit, so if you can and if you want to, you can place that blanket or that block right underneath. Do you see where I'm placing it? Right underneath the very base of your spine. And you can also practice this against a wall if you want to. This is what we call one of our restorative poses, but it's also a really good one for bringing the fresh blood all the way around our bodies, away from our toes, all the way back into our heads and circulating the fresh blood all around our bodies. So hands facing towards the ceiling, close the eyes here. And we're just going to take 3 breaths here together. Breathing nice and deeply in through the nose. And let it go out through the mouth. 2 more times. Breathing in through the nose. And out through the mouth. One final time here, breathing in through the nose. And out through the mouth. Lovely, everybody. And then from here, you can hug your knees into your body. Maybe give your knees a nice little squeeze. And you can move the blanket or the block from beneath you. And slowly start to extend your legs. Nice and long. Arms alongside the body. Palms facing towards the sky. And allow the eyes to close here in your relaxation. It's really important in our relaxation that you have floppy arms and floppy legs. So maybe you can test that by shaking your legs out, shaking your arms out, shake it all out and then just allow it to flop to the ground like this. Floppy arms and floppy legs. Lovely. And we're just going to take a minute or so here in your relaxation. So staying there, lying on your backs, feeling really supported by the ground below you. It's such a wonderful feeling. making sure that you're breathing really nice, deep, slow breaths here. And we're going to say a little mantra to ourselves. So when I say a little sentence to you, you're going to repeat it to yourself, but repeat it just in your own mind. You can whisper it if you really want to as well, but it's up to you. You can say it, or you can say it in your mind. So staying nice and still here with your floppy body. And the first thing you're going to tell yourself is, I am brave. I am courageous. I am safe. I will repeat those once again each. Really feel yourself, believe in yourself when you say these mantras to yourself. Taking a nice breath in. I am brave. I am courageous. I am safe. Taking your final moment here, last big breath together. And on your next breath out, letting it all go. And start to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Maybe stretch your arms over your head. Or you could take a stretch from one side over to the other. And then hugging your knees into the body one more time. Maybe rocking from side to side on your spine. And then slowly, with your eyes closed if you can, bring yourself up to a seated position. Finding your way to your neat and tidy pose. And then when you're there, bring your hands to your heart center. Keeping the eyes closed as you draw the chin to the chest slightly. And you can go about the rest of your day or your evening or tomorrow if you're practicing this at bedtime. And remember that you are a strong, brave, courageous and safe warrior. So remember, you can come to your warrior pose at any time that you need. You can bring your legs up into the air at any time that you need. Or you can take your neat and tidy pose. But visualizing and seeing yourself as your brave warrior, because that's exactly what you are. Thank you for letting me guide you. And I'll see you again soon. Namaste.